Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we are going to be covering up all the major news and gaming news that happened all throughout today. We have some extremely good news, some extremely good game releases, some extremely good games in the works, and as well, we also have some pretty big major game leaks floating around, and also PlayStation themselves may have also just leaked some kind of maybe bad news going on when it comes to upcoming games and upcoming AAA games too as well. So surprisingly, we usually don't have as much gaming news and just general restock news on the weekends, but this is actually some pretty good stuff. I kind of round up all this stuff floating around for this. So if you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy this for the rest of tonight. As well, even though there might be some kind of bad news floating around, like the official news from Sony themselves, we at least have some kind of good games and also good indies and good AAAs being worked on. So we want to talk about it. As well, if you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel itself, pop on the notifications, but as well, we also are giving out our PlayStation 5 to any of our subscribers, so make sure you guys are subscribed for that. Twitter and Twitch stream as well, a link down below. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100, you guys will get free stock and free money. Go ahead and basically you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency, you guys go and get free Bitcoin, and of course, just like the video, Amazon links down below, and Twitter, Twitch stream as I mentioned. So let's go down in the video itself and leave a like or give me any of your comments on any of these stories that are going on. If you guys are excited, hyped up for any of this stuff, I always loves hearing those, and also and just enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. So we have some kind of bad leaks when it comes to PlayStation. We'll cover that maybe in 2-3 minutes or so, but let's get all the good news out. I'm one of those good news first, bad news later types of guys, so let's go dive into it. So number one, we've had a lot of different people, and I myself, I know Hades is a fantastic game. We now officially do have that good old Hades coming on out for the PlayStation 5. If you guys have never heard of this game or never seen people play it, it's a roguelike, basic type game where you kind of build up your character. If you die, you have to restart. But it's one of the best games that a lot of people have played, myself included. It's very good art style, good dynamic, good game flow, good actual combat game and all that. And now this is actually finally making its moves towards next gen. So we have just a lot of folks over here. We even have articles over here talking about how great everything is, and just it's nice. It's just a very good long-term game. And also, since it is an indie game, it's also not a $60 game. But now this is all major focus for this, and I would definitely recommend it. So this has been floating around a lot, especially for the news. So this is just good gaming news. I love this. I love the fact that we're seeing these games that are also very successful on PC, also doing extremely well on consoles as well. So if you guys have a PS5, Xbox, go maybe put your eyes a little bit towards it and pick it on up. As well, we also have another game over here too, Frostpunk. Now this once again is kind of on the indie vein. I'm one of those people, I love these types of games. I love the first Frostpunk 2. Very good game. This is basically like a survival base building type game. Definitely not as dramatic as this is. You can kind of go and see because they're just kind of showing more press images and all that. It's basically imagine a Sim City type style game. Base building, city building, town building, etc. But it's a little bit more on the hardcore side. You have big rolling storms, you have invaders, you have natural disasters. Very good game, and the fact this game is actually coming on out and being announced for the Frostpunk 2, awesome news, awesome indie game, and definitely things I recommend for you guys. Now as well, we have time over here going and doing some nice little comments, which you guys can see through this image right on over here. It does seem like we might have some more twisted metal. I mean, at least based on my assumptions. If you guys ever played a lot of those types of games when you guys were younger, like how I did, you know what? Pretty good stuff. I've always loved the twisted metal game, and that's what a lot of us were expecting Destruction All-Stars to be. So the fact that we're seeing some teasers for 2023, I kind of talked about this on my earlier in the day video where these rough dates, especially with Corona and Corona delays and all that, especially also a few years away. I don't know about those one, boys. I don't know. But at least on the bright side, we are seeing some leaks on it, talks about it, and people getting a little bit excited for it. And I think that's the major thing we like to see for gaming, is the fact it's actually in the works as well. Also have to do some pretty new, brand new games coming over here from Remedy, one of those very nice, good, and big AAA studios, which are basically now also co-publishing and development agreements also signed over to expand and control. So we're actually seeing really good numbers, really good statistics, overall really good revenue profits and all of that. Building on in, which I always love seeing this stuff, but it also does confirm that they are in the works for some other brand new games on the way. And one little more side note too, we've also still been having a lot of issues and stuff on this. This would maybe be worth being its own separate video that we may go and talk about too as well. But a lot of people are kind of because we've had these rumors for this upcoming Sony conference around the August 18th, 19th or so, which has still been a little bit more on the drier side for that, where a lot of people are just expecting and waiting for more new news from Sony themselves, whether it's for games or brand new AAA games or stuff like that. And we keep on seeing all these rumors and delays, which we'll get to, and this will kind of lead into the major topic of the video. And it's kind of weird because this is not good. I mean, Xbox and Microsoft is kind of a little bit more on the drier side, but they did have their E3 conference, but they really haven't announced or talked about too much stuff that we did not know about since, well, before. Like, a lot of that focus also like Halo and maybe like Forza and all that, which isn't bad. Like, I'm cool with those games, but we don't necessarily have anything new. And we're kind of noticing this and seeing this too as well when it comes to the PlayStation, where they don't necessarily maybe have that much more news to show. I mean, there's only so many times they can show Deathloop. There's only so many more times they can show Horizon or God of War dates. And especially if they're all going to get delayed, it's even worse to maybe hype people on up and then have this awkward, weird lull. So we might say that for a separate video too, but a lot of people are starting to get a little bit more focused, a little bit more kind of concerned. And I myself, I love seeing these really big Sony events. So you know what? I kind of wish we could see a good one going on. And now as well, this is kind of the bigger story, I think, for the actual overall day itself. So for some reason, too, sometimes my DSLR is a bit messed up, so I have to figure out the good fix of that one. But basically, we actually do have some kind of sad news. I'm going to go full camp for this one to break the sadness. But I think a lot of you guys maybe already knew. Some people were kind of assuming and kind of guesstimating because we saw Horizon kind of leaked in previous other press things. Now, once again, we just have to wait for Sony to actually go and state anything themselves officially. But this is kind of somewhat official. So we actually do have some kind of sad news, at least from everything it seems like we're alluding to. Let's go talk about this. So basically, the PlayStation accidentally leaks the delay of a big PS4 and PS5 game. PlayStation actually just leaked a delay. This is not confirmed, but the fact that we're seeing this more on official sources is not good. Basically just leaked a delay of a big upcoming PS4 and PS5 game, or at least that's what appears to have happened. Currently, Horizon Forbidden West is scheduled to release in 2021. While Sony has admitted that it could be delayed, which I'm sure you guys know with all this pandemic, pretty much everything has been delayed. There's been so many big AAA games being pushed back. I always say this, and it always hurts to say, but I am one of those people that I'm okay as long as the game itself is like, you know, better. Like if it's better off, there's less bugs, like more just a more cleaner product. But it still hurts because I'm also a Twitch streamer, so I mean, it kind of means like all my content's pushed back another 3 months or 5 months or whatever, so it kind of stinks. But basically, currently, Horizon Forbidden West was scheduled to release in 2021, going on over there. However, it looks like they may already know internally that it's not going to hit the release window, which means that Sony won't have a single big PS4 or PS5 exclusive this holiday season to compete with Xbox. Which, once again, I do kind of think that they might try to weasel in something if they can, because the holiday season is so big. I mean, granted, they'll have things like Battlefield and other various big games like Call of Duty to also compete with it that they will be bought on the PlayStation 5 for sure. But especially how they're even mentioned in this article with Forza and Halo, it does make things a little bit harder to go compete with, and it might be a really good driving factor for people to go buy an Xbox Series X over a PlayStation 5. There's also a bit of rumors too as well that also may make those like windows too for basically both these games. They might be delayed. So PlayStation PR has not said anything official on Sony websites or delays or state of plays or whatever as of right now for the Horizon Forbidden West lately. And PlayStation fans going to help but notice a new post from PlayStation Germany, which is right here, about the must-play games for the second half of the year, and that was actually also missing the Horizon Zero Dawn sequel. So we saw like a little bit of leaks on one side that kind of showed it, and then we also now are seeing this. This seems a little bit more on the official kind of bad side. Now, once again, until we kind of see official news from Sony like NA or like overall just big boy Han shows over at Sony, that'll be like the final stake in the drive. But the fact that we're seeing this type of stuff is not that good. And even the article is saying could this be an error of consequence? Yes, but the game's omission simply be because of 2021 Windows up in the air. Sure, but both of these things are possible. That doesn't mean that they are probable. That said, this doesn't confirm a delay either, kind of how I'm saying too, but it certainly is odd and not the greatest news for PS4 and PS5 players trying to go get some consoles over here. So I'm a little bit sad. We still got good games coming out. There's a lot of, the next 3 months, there's actually a lot of really good games that were basically supposed to come out earlier this year. But at least we do have some, like, it's kind of sad news. But once again, I did just go and say it. As long as everything is working good, like they're making good progress, the games themselves are going to be better in the long run. Like if they release me a buggy mess versus waiting 6 months for a slightly better game, I'm okay with that. But seeing all these big leaks and PlayStation leaks floating around that are maybe making things a little bit worse, not the best. But anyway, at least with all this kind of sad news going on at Horizon, at least we had a lot of really good news floating around with all these indies and all these AAA games going on out that are now slowly in the works. And as well, we also have some other awesome games coming out too, such as Deathloop, Kenna, and also these other games like such as Battlefield coming on out in the near future to kind of hold us over and tide us over until, well, whenever these other big AAA games like God of War and also Horizon come on out. But I appreciate you all so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great and fantastic rest of your nights. We'll have some more videos later on tomorrow. And also as well, just I appreciate you all so much for watching. You guys are all beautiful. You guys are awesome. Have a good rest of your nights, good rest of your days. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console Controller, Twitter and Twitch room as well, link down below, and of course, sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock, free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. And of course, just appreciate you guys all so much for watching. You guys are all great. See you guys on the next one.